Hey everyone, so it's me, Greg in Indiana, back again. I just kind of wanted to, I know a lot of people have made these 10 things I won't miss about being obese videos, so I thought I would go ahead and do one. Some of them we've all probably heard before, but so counting down from no particular order, number 10, sweating like a pig, as the saying goes. Man, I don't know if it's because I'm a guy and overweight or what, but I can walk across the room and look like I just worked out at the gym. I feel fine, but it's just the sweat, just always sweating. Yeah, so I'm hopeful that getting the weight off will help at least a little bit with that, so I don't always feel like I'm soaked in sweat and I'm, just doing basic chores around the house. Number 9, dreading doctor visits, and everybody out there knows exactly what I'm talking about. The first thing they want to do is have you step on the scale, and I dread that so much because, I'm pleasantly surprised if it's a little lower than it was the time before, but since I'm on blood pressure medication, he wants to see me every 6 months, so every 6 months I dread it, I drag my feet, I go in there, and it's not just that, and when you're obese and you go to the doctor, you can just feel what they're thinking, even if they aren't being as open as they should be about it. If you asked them, they would tell you. And I'm sorry, but it's not as simple as, well, you just need to eat less and exercise more. Okay, yeah, duh, I think we can figure that out, but there's obviously a lot more to that. I'm preaching to the choir a little bit. The other thing, number 8, aches and pains. Just bizarre, weird aches in your legs and your back, my arms, my shoulders, and I know most of it is weight related, but I would just love it if my knees didn't hurt when I climbed the stairs. So I'm hoping getting the weight off will help that. Number 7, brain fog. And I think most of you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, especially if you have a job where you have to concentrate. I'm a software engineer by trade, so those things got to work for me all day. So I think being overweight is contributing to that brain fog and making it harder to concentrate. I know lack of exercise is probably part of it too, so hopefully those are some things that I can solve myself by getting this weight off, and I won't miss it one bit. Number 6, just the guilt and the shame that goes with being obese, because you go out in public and people are looking at you, and some of it's in my head, I know, but it's embarrassing. You always feel like people think less of you, even if most of them don't. It certainly feels that way, and I'm less apt to be outgoing when I'm self-conscious about my appearance. And I know that sounds vain, but I'm sorry, I'm a human being, and it makes me feel irresponsible. It really does, because well, look at you, loser, how come you can't not eat so much, and etc. So, and I know some of that's just, like I said, in my head, but I won't miss that at all, although I'm sure I'll find new things to be self-conscious about. Number 5, intimacy issues. I love my wife dearly, and I know she loves me, but and you know what, I don't think I need to elaborate, because I think everybody out there knows exactly what I mean. You're self-conscious about it. When you want to have that relationship with your significant other, the hang-up is mine, not hers. But, I feel like a whale, let's put it that way. So, number 4, I won't miss this at all. going to a restaurant and having to ask for a table. And fellas, I mean, right? They try to cram you in the booth, and then you're sitting there trying to eat, you end up with food on you, and breathing gets cut off. So, yeah. Number 2, flying. Oh my gosh. I actually ordered off of Amazon about a year and a half ago one of those extender belts that the flight attendants use to demonstrate your seatbelt. So I bought one of those and I carry it in my computer bag with me. And when I fly, I have my own extender. And it's not just that, it's, you know, they cram you in these little seats, which if you're a normal sized person, I suppose it's still uncomfortable and it's bearable. But if you're big, I spend the entire flight, especially if I'm in the middle of a 3-seat section, I'm like this, trying not to impose on other people. But when you're big, you kind of don't have a choice. So yeah, number 2, clothes. I would just like to go somewhere besides Walmart and be able to find something that I can wear. So basically, you know, thank God I have a work from home job right now, because I pretty much wear t-shirts all the time because I'm just not comfortable in anything else. If I buy a button-up shirt that fits, it feels like a tent. I mean, you know, you feel gigantic in it. So, yeah, preaching to the choir there, I'm sure, but, you know, I'll tell you a little story here. I went into Gander Mountain, which is one of my favorite stores. It's a sporting goods store. And I was looking at all their clothing that they had on the racks, and nothing was my size. Absolutely nothing. So, you know, and there were 4 other guys in there my size, and I guarantee you there was nothing in there they could wear either, except maybe socks. So yeah, I will not miss the lack of availability of clothes. And I'm frugal. I like to go to Goodwill and shop. In fact, my kids get a lot of their stuff at Goodwill, and they love it because, you know, a lot of times stuff still has the tags on it. But, you know, I would like to be able to go in there and just pick up a few shirts once in a while, or a couple pairs of pants that actually fit. And probably the biggest one, I just want to be healthy. I won't miss feeling unhealthy, being tired all the time, having to take medications, feeling like the next time I go to the doctor, he's going to tell me, oh, guess what? We need to check your blood sugar because we think you're diabetic. You know, my mom had diabetes, and she had a Roux-en-Y done 5 or 6 years ago, and she's done really well. She doesn't have to do anything for her diabetes anymore. In fact, her sleep apnea went away. So, yeah. So those are my top 10 things I won't miss, and as always, I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and please comment below if you need any help with anything, or you have some thoughts on what I've said. And until next time, have a good night.